Okay, the Kel Tec P17 22 caliber pistol. Since we got one popular new 22, getting another one makes it all even better. So this is how, when I went to pick it up, I had to go get this from a transfer dealer, and it showed up in a plastic hard case. So let's see what we got. Okay. Different bills. Wow. KelTec gives you, this is a decal. You get 3 decals with KelTec. They must like giving the decals out. You get the manual. Here's one of them weird locking devices. So I guess, whatchamacallit, they didn't buy it. Some tools in a bag. The pistol itself, piece of, with the little plastic lock thing, weapons cleared, and with the KelTec you get 3 magazines, okay, 2 spares and 1 in a gun, so 3 mags with this pistol. Alright, let's get into taking a look at it. Okay, in this video we're basically going to look at the gun. I got a lot to say about the company and things like that. There's a lot of people out there that really knock KelTec. But the thing is, their products are popular, people like them, and they sell out pretty damn quick. I do have something comparable, the Taurus 22 pistol, to compare to this. So first off, I paid for this when I ordered it $277. So add the 20 bucks for the transfer dealer. So $290 something. I believe this pistol has an MSRP of $199, like 200 bucks. So I kind of overpaid for it. But the strange thing is, whenever I seen these come in online in several places, and I really didn't pay attention to the actual cost, because what the sticker price is, then you're adding on shipping and handling, and then your transfer dealer, okay, it kind of racks it up. So you're saying, say if this was $198, you're looking at about $240, $250 for me to get it sent to me. So not too much. $40 more, okay? And yes, when I was looking in a couple places, these things sold out quick, but more of that when we get into it. So what we have here, the KelTec, we've got 22 caliber pistol with a 16 round magazine, kind of on par with the other gun I have. Now, first thing is, aesthetically, this gun, you know, it just, I can see why some people really get worked up over this, because the grip in that, it's kind of plain, blasé, you know, fits in the hand kind of all right, but it doesn't have the swell, so it's more, you know, for some people I could see where that would be a problem. So what we have, basically the same type of pistol. We have ambidextrous magazine releases here, okay, 16 round mag. Now the bonus with this is you get, instead of 2 mags, you get 3, which is always a plus. The gun has a manual safety, okay, and again, like with the other one, if the gun is in the fired position, the safety won't go up. Now another interesting feature, and it should have a red dot on there. If you look in this little port here, you don't see anything, but when the hammer is back in the cock position, you should be able to see a little red indicator in there. Yeah, you can barely see it. I don't know if I can get it. But inside there you see a red indicator. That means your hammer's back. Okay. Safety. And again, just a single trigger. Doesn't have the two-piece trigger or something, which is, to my preference, I like. Now, a lot of people don't like manual safeties on here. I don't know. I don't know what the trend is. And this gun also has, right over in here, you can't see it, a slide release lever. You got 2 bolts holding the top of the slide up there. That is not for RMA sight. I think that's part of the construction. The sights you do have, you have a True Glow green and just the plain black sights there. I don't know if you could see it. So the sight is a little bit different. I mean, the True Glow, you could pick it up. That's a lot of newer guns have that on there. This is the first one I ever did. I really quite don't like it, or I'm not used to it, put it that way. I can't say whether I like it or not, but different sights. I like the 3 white dots, and some people don't prefer that. So, and it's interesting, the mag release, like a paddle right here, pretty neat. And the magazines fall out. You have a rail up front here, so you can attach a light or whatever accessory. To me, one way or the other doesn't matter. I don't put laser red dots or something. I don't put them on my guns. Pretty basic. The configuration, no rest for the finger, kind of plain, no thumb rest. And in that little toolkit, there is a threaded muzzle adapter, the wrench for that, which we'll go over, and this Allen wrench. Now, this is kind of a critical thing here because the rear sight is adjustable, okay? You have a screw here and a screw on the top. The one on the side, which this wrench fits into, is for windage, and this one on the top is for elevation, and the instructions tell you how to adjust that. So, to field strip this gun, okay, if you notice there's the little double buttons here, just like kind of Glock style. So what they tell you to do to take this apart, and this one a little bit different than the other. Pull the slide back, okay, and then what you would do is grasping the slide, pull down on this and pull this back farther, tip it up, and then slide this, you want to call it a slide, off. And what you have is the bolt mechanism, this piece of iron, the sights, comes off as one assembly. I guess you'd call that slide. Okay? And inside, we have the recoil spring around the barrel. It's captive. You can see where the 2 halves are bolted together here. There's a seam. And it looks like a pretty solid piece of aluminum in there. So this is all a solid block of aluminum. I'm not going to take this apart. Also, some people have said these screws may come loose, so having an Allen wrench to tighten them up as you use it. We'll see how that goes. But pretty simple and basic thing here, and that's it. They tell you as far as disassembly, that's as far as you go. Alright, so put it back together. We kind of had an angle, line it up. and then I pull this down just, and then take this back, kind of as far as it'll go. Oh, I see now. Okay, clarify this. You see where this little rail section is? What you're going to want to do is pull down. I'll explain. Pull down on these, slide it over, and then pull this to where this gets past that way back here, and then release it forward. Okay, it's better for me to kind of give you an explanation and trying to do it. Come on, come on. My hand, such trouble with this. Oh yes, and the instructions tell you to make sure that the hammer is back all the way. Ah, there we go. Like I said. And make sure that the hammer is cocked and all the way back, or it won't go into place. A little tricky for me with my bad hand. It's hard for me to do, but that's about it when it comes to field stripping, cleaning, all that other fun stuff. And I am going to do a video where I compare these side by side and shoot these and discuss function, comfort, all that other fun stuff. Alright, so now, like in our last video, we're going to do our muzzle adapter thing. Sorry about that, I was trying to check my battery level. So what you would do is cock it back, and as you see, like on the other one, easier to see, there's a sleeve. Now this is where our other tool comes in. This little thing here drops down on this nut, and you just give it a twist to break it loose. And then it should screw off by hand. Okay, and there's a look at the threaded barrel. Then we have our other adapter, which goes on. You would just okay. The other adapter just goes on gently like that. And like the other one, there are two flats on this. So you would take this little prong part, line that up on your flats, kind of like here, and just torque it a little so it stays in place. Okay? And now, I believe 1/2 inch 28 thread. You have the little adapter, much like the other pistol, to attach whatever, you know, be it a muzzle brake, or, like I said, if you do have a suppressor of some sort, now the gun is suppressor ready. And again, unless you take this off, you will not be able to field strip the pistol. So this is kind of throw it on there, use it, whatever, and then put the protector back on there, which is flush more or less, and maybe it protrudes a little. And then, you know, for holstering and that, you don't have to worry about putting a muzzle nut or protector on there. You know, when not in use, you just put that other protector back on there, and that's flush with the frame just about. So it's very similar to the Taurus gun, a lot of features. Sights are different, but it's basically the same thing. 22 pistol with a manual safety. This one has a little cocking indicator, which is different. Has a different style mag release, which is kind of neat, you know. But ergonomics and the way it looks, it's appeal, kind of lacking in that, you know. This is a different style gun. But the thing is, if it shoots and if it functions fine, you know, again, now it's your personal preference. This may not be a style of handgun you like, aesthetically or comfort-wise, but these weapons are popular and they sell out and they get a premium over their MSRP, and people like them. Okay, there are people that do not like them, but that's just the way it goes. All right, so that's my review of this, and in the future I'm going to go out, we'll shoot them, and then also I will do comparisons, pros and cons between this and the Taurus, and I may even bring out my 1955 high standard Sport King, just to show you with an old classic pistol compared to them, the difference. And so we'll be out there making some videos, shooting these guns and discussing it in terms of content in the future. Okay,